first? All right, then you can be out of here.
What are some of the reasons that you think that volleyball is so good, not only at the Division I level you play, but UNK, Wayne State, Midland? Why do you think volleyball is so good in the state?
I think there's just a lot of passion for it, and that starts like with our fans, because our fans are just big fans of the sport, no matter what level or where we're at, or if Nebraska or if anyone else is in the game that they're watching, but they just like to watch volleyball in general. So I think that's where it kind of starts, and then just having such a broad view of volleyball at a young age. When you're a little girl from Nebraska, you can see all the different levels, see all the competition. So I think just being so exposed to it is awesome here.
Are you able at all to keep track of what other teams and college teams are doing in the state with friends or former teammates, and what do you think of the success across different levels?
A little bit. I keep in touch with like some of the players, like Hastings, like one of my high school friends went there, and I mean, there's talent like everywhere within Nebraska, and I mean, that's what makes it great here. So
I think a lot of it has to do with how competitive everybody gets, and I think they see how competitive and how driven the UNL players are, and I think that's really where it starts. Is you get all these fans coming to watch, and I think that's how it started for me anyway. Is I knew I really loved the sport is when it became competitive, and it really pushed me, and I just craved the competition. And so,
what's it like that you're able to continue to play volleyball after high school?
I'm very grateful. I've had many opportunities to travel different places and to meet new people. So I actually transferred last year to Doane, and so I've made new friends there, and I have my old friends from my last team at Iowa Western. So growing up, I've played volleyball since I was in 5th grade, and so I think just being around it, watching it on TV and playing it, I'd say probably in junior high is when I got that fire for the competition and just the team atmosphere.
When did you fall in love with volleyball? What moment do you think this became something that you had a passion for?
I wouldn't say I have a specific moment, but just like growing up and like being in middle school, of like finding my friend group within volleyball and having the love for it, I think the combination of both is like when I started to love the sport.
I think I always loved it. I always played a lot of other sports and stuff like that. So I think the moment I guess I realized when I wanted to play volleyball was in 2006 when the Final Four was in Omaha and Nebraska was in it, and I was actually at the match when they won. So I think that's when I was kind of like, volleyball is a sport I want to play, and Nebraska is where I want to go.
Loopers.
that's like the best part. We come running out.
What's your earliest memory of volleyball?
Earliest memory of volleyball, probably like the YMCA teams, and especially I remember coming to the UNL camps all the time. That was my favorite part of the summers, and being able to come here and see all the players that you come and watch during the fall and stuff like that. So that's probably my earliest memory.
Who were some of those players? Do you remember?
Oh, Jordan Larson was definitely a big one. I remember like Tracy Stalls, Sarah Pavin, Jennifer Saliamua. Oh man, just bunches of them from that team, from like that 2006 team especially.